Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hatch 2.0. My name is Sue and I am from OML Embroidery, and today we're going to do something really cool with lettering. So let's get started, why don't we? The first thing we need to do is to pull in our artwork. So click on artwork, and I just have mine right on the desktop. Now for this one we're going to do a simple shape, and it's just a silhouette and it's easy to do. So we want to start off with simple. Now I want to resize this so it's not too big because we are going to put lettering on it, and we're going to change the shape of the lettering to look like the fish. How cool is that? So we don't want it too big because we're going to have to change to the tatami stitch, because of course we know that satin stitches can't be too long. So let's just give it a try and see how it looks. So let's go to lettering and click on lettering, and we're going to type the word fish because it is a fish. Now I have played around with this quite a bit because it really is a fun technique, and you can do it with fancy lettering, but I think when you're starting off, the easiest way to do it is with simple. So I'm just using block, and I'm going to make the lettering just a little bit bigger just in general to kind of fit inside the fish design. Okay, we got that. Let's break that apart so we have access to each letter separately. Let's zoom in, and what we're going to do for this one, I need to break it apart even further. So I have this piece, and now I have this piece, and all we have to do, and it's very creative, but all we have to do is just move the nodes. I went into resequence and move the nodes so it fills it in. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. You don't want to change too much because you want to be able to see the word properly. And if you manipulate the letters too much, it's not going to look right. Now we are borderline long lettering here, but I think it'll be okay. I want to bring this down a little bit more, and if you need another node, just click on it and you can bring it down. So you can play around with it and get it how you want. It's really cool if you get the ends to fill in like how I've done, and it's really simple to do it. Now you have to make sure that you pay attention to your angle lines on it. Now I don't like this one, it looks a bit bubbly on it, so we're gonna change that. If you click on a node and hit the space bar, you can change it from a straight to a curve. So make sure everything is okay. Now we do have a little bit of splitting right here, but I think that'll be okay. So that's the one letter, and I think that looks fantastic. If you want to change it over to tatami, just select it and go, and I think that looks just as good, but we might be able to make it a bit smaller, and it is split, as you can see. All right, so we do need to make it quite a bit smaller. Now the H we're going to put here, so it's you want to kind of space it out, and I want the H to start here, so because we don't want to change everything too much, but we do want to make it fit. So we can, because our letters are separated, we can spread everything out, and then I like to move back. Yes, you can still see it. So let's move on to the next letter. Okay, the I is going to work perfectly, so we can just pull it up and we can pull it down, and I think rather than just leaving it kind of square like this, I think we need to go into reshape, and I think we need to add a node or two. Click on the nodes to get your reshape going on. I think this final, tweaking here is going to make all the difference. So that's the top, and let's do the bottom. So zoom right in so you can see what you're doing, and that's easy, and that one is done. Now let's move over to the S. The H is gonna require a little bit of manipulation, but we're okay on that. So let's go to the S. Now we're gonna need to make it a little bit bigger. Now the S is gonna warp out a little bit and look a little bit different, but you know what? That just about does it for the S. And you can stand back and look at it again. Now, if you wanted to, you could make it a little fancier. I like it this way, but you could make it a little fancier and kind of go along with the shape a little bit more. And you can leave that either as thick or as thin, but it's a little bit of creativity and a little bit of playing around with your lettering. And everyone knows that I love lettering and I love to play around with lettering. So to me, this is good fun. I really like it. So there we go. That's looking pretty good. We could actually put another point here and it's selected, and hit the space bar, and then we could kind of curve it around this way. And you see the look it has now, even better. So I do like that. So we've got the F, the I, the S. I think I would go back in and tweak the angles on this one just a little bit. Okay, now we're working on the H. Now the H we're also going to have to break apart because I want the pieces separately. Now the first piece is going to be a little bit tricky, but not too bad. So let's just pull it in because you can see that it's pulled in where the fish is pulled in. And let's go to our reshape. And we can just maybe bring it down a little bit. You might have to redo this one. I'm not really sure. I kind of like it like this. It doesn't have to be straight or anything, but we want to be able to see the dip in. And I think that just about does it. I kind of like that. Let's see. We can try another one. So this one, we're going to move up and we're going to move down. And we can tweak this one a little bit. Let's go to our reshape, of course. And we want this one down. And we want this one up, but we also want this one down. And see how I gave it a nice angle like that? Now, let's step back and look at our word fish. Okay, I don't care for the split satin, so let's delete our image here. How cute is that? Now you can see the outline of it. It's perfect. That needs to be fixed a little bit. It's not quite perfect for me. You could also move things closer together. You might have to do a little tweaking for that, but it will work. Let's see. Move it together. Even without the image behind, we can do it. The other thing you could do is squish your image up a little bit, but you can still see that. I would tweak it a little bit. Now let's select everything and let's make it a little bit smaller and see how that looks. See, that's even better. Yes, this one here just needs to go down just a little bit, but you can tweak that. Now, you can make this into a key fob, you can make this into designs, you can add this to many things, and it's going to look fantastic. So play around with your lettering, come up with really cool words, and shape them. Why not? Shape your lettering. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and tell all your friends that we are learning amazing embroidery on this channel. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.